So today on the table is a Samsung Galaxy S9 or SM-G, I think it's 960F. Now these are extremely similar to the S8s if you've ever done a repair on those, including the Plus models. So right now I've had this on a heat pad for quite a little while, this little blue mat that you're seeing, with the temperature at 75 degrees Celsius, and I've since turned it down to 60. So as always, I'm using a flat pry tool or a flat bladed X-Acto knife if you want to go down that path. That combined with isopropyl alcohol does lift this out reasonably well. Another thing I thought was with this, getting the screen out off the S9 seemed to be considerably easier than getting it off the S8, which the S8 certainly has a lot more tape sticking it down, or the adhesive's a lot better. Not to say that this is a bad adhesive, but yeah, it definitely came off a lot easier than I was expecting. Another thing to be careful of, near the rear facing camera, there is the fingerprint scanner. Just be careful not to push in too far as you're opening the phone, or else you might damage that flex cable that lives there. So just a word of caution. Alternative that you could use is a business card, or just a paper-based business card, so you should be able to hopefully lift it up that way. But also I'm using the flat-bladed pry tool as well. once you've got it open, you'll be able to use a small Phillips head screwdriver to take out the vast majority of screws that are necessary. So being that all the screws are the same length, you'll be able to put them all into the one container, and you don't really need to set out a certain pattern for them. Also remember to take out the SIM tray holder. That would definitely be taken out. And what I've got here is a Samsung Galaxy S9 service pack. So this is a genuine screen produced by Samsung. I'll definitely pick these up if you can. One of the key things with it is to tell, or usually the easy way to tell the difference between a genuine Samsung or service pack is A, the box, and B, there should be tape all around the exterior body or the frame of the phone. And as you see here, I'm using a metal pry tool to lift the battery out. This came out considerably easier just due to the heat that I've been putting into the phone on the blue heat pad. But anyway, back to the service pack screen. With that, I'm also taking out some Phillips head screwdrivers down the bottom here, and it will also be disconnecting and removing the 3.5mm headphone jack and disconnecting the antenna cables. But with the S9 service pack screen, typically there'll be 4 plastic covers installed on it. One over the thermal pad on the copper pipe, the front-facing camera, the LED camera to the right, also covering the microphone duct at the bottom of the phone, and also this white bit covering up the earpiece speaker. I'll be pretty much willing to bet money that if you got an apparent service pack screen that wasn't in the genuine box, nor did it have these covers or the earpiece speaker installed, I'd be highly skeptical if that's actually what you got what you paid for. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Another giveaway is the metal body or the housing of the S9. It should almost have some clear plastic on it like a brand new S9 phone. So if you're missing that as well, something might be right. Now I'll continue taking out the parts. I've just finished taking out the charger port, and I've also just tried to give it a little bit of a clean with some tweezers, which the Type-Cs do seem to get a bit of grime in them as well. Not as bad as the Lightning, but definitely a little bit in there that may stop it from charging. And I'll reinstall the new charger port, or the old charger port, into the new assembly, and we'll go from there. In the bottom here, I'm feeding in or putting in both the antenna cables. The blue one will be nearest to the screen, and the white one would be nearest to the back of the phone. So that's the way to put those ones in. Bring over the front sensor assembly, which contains a notification LED, I believe the proximity sensor, and more than likely your ambient light sensor as well. You should be able to feel it when it's sitting in the correct spot. It should have no movement. It should sit nice and flush. Now the next thing I would like to remove is the vibration motor. So usually I can pry underneath that to lift it out and swap it from there. From here, with the vast majority of sensors, vibration motor, charger cable, or charger port flex, and the antenna cables, you should be right to then reinstall the mainboard from there, where you connect it up to the charger port flex. Then you should be able to make sure that most of the cords are out of the way, or the cables. You should be able to install the phone from there, or the mainboard from there. From here on out, it's basically put the screw in, or the single individual screw that holds the mainboard directly down. Put that in, and then reinstall the back cover, the battery, and go on from there. And you should be pretty well on your way to having your S9 up and going once more with a brand new LCD and frame. Anyway, that's all for me in this video. I'll let it play out from here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.